Is that a Hemi? Hey guys, we're back over here at the shop. This is the week after the drift event, so I kind of wanted to touch base. I kind of skipped a lot of stuff that happened with the 240 and the LS swap, and just kind of wanted to go over that a little bit and show you a little bit more on it. I kind of just rushed to get it done for the drift event, so all of the video that I had, I just kind of stopped recording and just started working on it. All right, so today gonna be just kind of talking about some of the things we missed over the past few weeks that I need to catch up on, and gonna give my sister a ride in the 240 and see what she thinks of it. She likes going fast, so probably won't get a huge reaction out of her, but I think it'll be fun. Just gonna go do a couple donuts and small pulls. There's not really anywhere around here to go fast or do anything neat, so honest opinion about the LS and the 240, it's like a perfect combo. I know how people talk about the weight difference and stuff throwing them off, but it's honestly not noticeable whatsoever. In maybe like a road racing aspect or something, I could see where it might do something, but drifting wise, it's great. The only downfall is now I just want more power. Before with a KA or something, I realized that there's not a ton you can do. I mean, you can, but it's, in my opinion, not necessarily worth it. But with the LS, I mean, it's easy to put more cubic inch in it, or small power adders here and there, and it makes them definitely more alive. This being a completely stock engine with just a small camshaft in it, it does really well, and I'll probably stick with it for quite a while and build a motor I actually want to build for it. But for now, I'm going to focus on getting the chassis set up how I want it, suspension, steering, and getting better tires and doing the 5-lug swap and stuff, just to basically build the car around what it is right now, and then I'll make the engine better. Oh God. It's the damn cameras. It's my sister Tori.
Hey.
And I'm going to give her a ride in the LS 240 now.
Oh, okay.
And she didn't know about it.
No, I did not.
And now she does.
Is that the one you took drifting?
Yeah.
Okay.
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 You think you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Truck and test the throttle.
Does the gas?
Yeah, it's accurate.
Oh, okay.
We're just out of gas. It's alright. We don't need gas. As I really want to. See over there.
What am I doing?
Pointing at the top.
I don't know.
What do you think?
I like it. It makes it feel like you're getting into a car accident. It's exciting.
Oh, I can't wait to do more to this thing. Still got good tire tread left. We're good. 320 American Bolt Screaming Chickens. So we got some sweet tire marks from a little oopsie in the tire wall. Eli got it a lot worse. I just kind of threw this thing in. We rushed this thing. That's going to be the cover photo now. We rushed this thing in just a few days to try to make it to the drift event. I borrowed Eli's radiator because the one I wanted was out of stock, and really just, I mean, honestly, it turned out a lot better than I thought it would for just throwing it together. Very impressed. Alex is impressed. Alex wants his own LS 240 now. But yeah, like sweet brackets and stuff that I just kind of threw in there to make it work. Ended up having a fuel leak driving it down the interstate. We about burned her down to the ground on the interstate like 2 days before the drift event, or 3 days before the drift event. Test driving it. But it's fun. I ordered the Sicky Swap kit, 1 3/4 inch headers. You know, their oil pan and everything like that. Everything fit really nice. I did have some problems with the pickup tube on the oil pan, but I made it work. I don't know if it was just a flaw in the pickup tube or if they kind of sent the wrong one or something, but it definitely didn't want to clear. It was touching the bottom of the pan before the pan would sit flush with the block. This is my 3-inch PVC temporary intake, wrapped in sweet gold tape for heat reasons. Factory F-body, all accessories and stuff, and LS1 intake. I put the Holley fuel rails on it because the factory ones that I had some problems with leaking. I keep saying
you might not do that.
I went ahead and ordered some Amazon, supposed to be remanufactured injectors, because they are flex fuel injector. And the ones that I had, I couldn't get it to fire the first night, which I fought with. We were here for over 24 hours, putting the engine in the car and trying to get it going, and then it wouldn't fire, and it stressed me out. So I figured out it was the injectors that had just been setting for a long time, so I went ahead and bought some new ones and the fuel rails because I had some fuel leaks there. I think the injector O-rings that came with it was the problem. So I went and put Cometic O-rings on the rails for the injectors. But other than that, I mean, it's literally a bone stock 5.3 with flex fuel injectors and a no springs required cam, and it makes on the dyno, which I'll throw the dyno clip in right here. But it made 320 or 317 horsepower and 307 torque or something close to that. And it's definitely better than a KA. A lot of things that I did when I put it in, I'm going to redo now that we kind of made it to that drift event. Some lines and stuff, I just don't like the way certain things are routed and done. Like, I don't like some of this, and there's just here and there things. But I tried to do as best as I could to make it where I wouldn't have to redo a whole bunch and go back over it, but there's still things that I don't like. I can tell you that the eBay coilovers need upgraded. I need an oil cooler. But yeah, it works flawlessly though. Had zero issues at all with the engine. The only things that I did have issues with was the alignment and stuff, which I've never had the car aligned, and it's just got cheap Chinese eBay suspension arms and stuff on it, but they're actually off of my black hatch. Overall, we did pretty good. Alex did good. Alex, which I didn't put in the video, but he had an exhaust problem. He ramped a curb, landed on the exhaust, and twisted the header off. Well, it would have been better if it twisted it off, but it kind of twisted it up like a pop can. So that's really the only thing he's got to fix on his car. Well, let's look at Eli's damage. Eli kind of went off in the tire wall a little harder. Smoked the door. He did catch it on fire at one point, which was cool. Broke the front lip and added some cool black marks. We call this pros and cons of an LS swap. Pro. Torque. It's definitely a pro. Reliability. Magic horsepower. Availability. It makes great noises. Cheap horsepower. I mean, it doesn't take much that you can swap. You can put a 5.3 or a 4.8 in this and then turn around and put a 6.0 in it and not change very many things. Con, none. You lose some money. But that's about it. That's the only con, really. But yeah. Totally recommend it. LS swap all the things. Tim's truck needs an LS, but he won't do it. Will you, Tim? I forgot to tell everybody that I sold the Z. I hadn't even told anybody. Everybody just thinks it's me out there in 2 cars or something.
Oh wow, you're driving 2 cars?
Yeah. So yeah, I sold the Z to fund to the rest of this, which cost way more than I wanted it to. All the little knick-knack stuff really adds up. Fuel pump and all the stuff you don't think about. Anyway, it is what it is. I like this better than the Z. I do like the Z. Anyway, yeah, I sold the Z, and that's what Eli was driving at the drift event. He only caught it on fire once, and it's all good, you know. So that's just how it goes. I realize that I can't do fun stuff every single day. I'm going to try to make this more vlog style stuff. So for those of you that are interested in everything, that you can kind of follow along. The reason I kind of stop recording here and there is I don't find things to be interesting, or I'm just way too involved. Just like in the 240, I had no time to think about trying to record or anything. I was more focused on just getting it done for the drift event. So therefore I didn't record a whole bunch. That's going to be it for today. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.